Ambros, recently I saw some photos about your very first press conference here in Győr, and the biggest difference is that you have more white hair now. Is that means that this 6 years was very stressful?
No, I don't think it's because of the team, it's because of the job. I think, no, just in case that the white hair come because of success and happiness. It could be, not because of stress. I think this is a natural law that I am getting old, and that is. But anyway, I don't change the experience, everything that we live here, all the emotions, because of my white hair, or because of my shrink, or because of my not so many hair, losing hair. So this is not important. The most important is what we live these years, these past years.
Okay, let's go back to the very beginning. 2012, you decided to come here in Győr, and I think it was the very first time when you left Spain. Why did you decide to come here and be a coach here?
Yeah, it was here in Magvasi. It was here in Magvasi. We play semi-final of the European Cup against Győr. And in that moment, for me, was a very big surprise, positive surprise, and a very nice feeling. How right after the match, all fans, your fans, cheer our team up and do this to us. Also, how they support their team even with the lost, and they do this round and with the players. And also, I remember that some fans in the bar, they invite us for some beers. I said, "Come on, they are inviting the team who already beat their team." So for me, it was amazing, and was in that moment in our celebration in the square in the Széchenyi Tér in Széchenyi Square is when I said to my assistant coach, I would like to come here and to feel this experience. I would like to be part of what we saw today, you know. And for me was shock, was sure pride in the positive way, how the fans, how the atmosphere was in Magvasi, and this was from one side, and from second side, because something inside me was also feeling that my period, in Ichaco was ending, and it was just a feeling, and both together make the possibility for me to come, and I am really happy about that.
So it was a quite easy decision.
Not easy, because once is your desire, your feeling inside, and some other is to make it real. And for me, my family, I didn't know anything about Hungary, I didn't know anything about Győr. And then if I move alone, I don't have any problem, because I like the adventure. But when you have a family, you have to think twice, and you have to think many things, and be careful with everything, you know, because I am the responsible of them, of my family, especially if they have to come here. But also, fortunately for them, for my family, to come here was a very nice experience, especially for my kids. They are really happy to be here, part of their life. And still now they say, "Papi, you know, I feel sorry to live here. I would like to stay here a bit more." And because they make a very good group of friends in the school and here in the life here, and they really enjoy.
Do they speak Hungarian?
Yes, the small one, Lucas, yes, almost perfect. He speaks Hungarian and German at the same time. This is also great for them. And Hugo understands everything, but the speaking is not like, she's a bit shy and he doesn't like to speak so much, but he understands Hungarian. Of course, in both cases, much better than me.
Okay, let's go back to the handball. Your very first season was a complete success. You won everything. How do you remember that year?
Whew. Yeah, everything was new for me, you know. We start from zero with everything, with the player, with the team, with the club, with the fans, with the city, with the culture, with everything, you know. And I like really much this experience to know new things and to go inside a different culture and let's say world that I was using to have in my life. And it happened so fast, you know, and from the very first moment I saw something special in the team, in the players. And of course, the atmosphere in Mike Vassi was magic, was amazing. The feeling, you know, before the games, during the games, after the match. Yeah, more than the results was this atmosphere, you know, was something special. Maybe because it was my first year, or maybe because we got a fantastic results. I think we lost only one game, maybe in the semi-final, and was the game who gave us the chance to play the final. We lost, but we played the final, and because of that game and how we got it. It was in Veszprém and full house. I couldn't expect that a women handball team could put together such a amount of fans cheering for it.
As you've mentioned, and I wanted to ask you about this semi-final game against Vulcha. Yeah, it was the only one game you lost, and I saw several times the final timeout. And of course, the last 10 minutes. What happened there?
The experience, or my experience, said that sometimes when eliminatory games, when you have to play away and at home, and you get a good result away and you have to play at home, sometimes much more difficult than if you bring here with the bad result or not easy result. And I expect this before a match, and I try to convince and to mentalize the players about that everything was not still done, and of course Valcia was a fantastic team with a lot of experience player, and they were really dangerous in this type of games because they have everything lost, and they had to do a fantastic job if they wanted to be on the final. And it happened like that. And yes, we didn't feel good during the whole match. We were all the time under in the score. We didn't find our game. We didn't find our rhythm. But it was just about this 8-10 minutes when we decided, okay, girls, this is our last chance. We have to use it. You know, everything we live in the whole year, so many fantastic games, is the moment that in just this short 8 minutes we have to put it on the field again, and they did it. They did it through the defense and running, and of course with some luck, and especially with the support of our fans. And was probably the game where we felt so different emotion from here to the heaven, you know, and we were very close to the hell, and very fast in 8 minutes we reached the heaven. So it was a game that the last minute I never forget in my life, for sure.
And for me, it was very interesting in the last time out that you didn't want to teach them how to play handball, but to give them a positive push or something. That, because you said them that you are very good, trust in yourself. Was it the key that you give them something very new, what they had never experienced before this game?
I don't know. I think it was not the moment to explain them how they have to play, because we already play until this moment, until this game, fantastic. So they knew the way, and I also knew that that it was not about handball. It was mentally, and somehow we need to be ourselves in that match, you know, and not play with the stress or with the pressure of the results on the scoreboard. And this meaning I wanted to take out this feeling and this looking and just thinking ourselves and how good we were. But believe me that sometimes I don't think what I don't know, I don't remember what I say in the timeout. This is something that I feel in this moment, and I try to say it or to transmit to the players. I remember that many people spoke about this timeout, and I saw this maybe 6 or 7 months later. Because normally when I see our game, I shut down the volume, the voice, and there is 2 things that I don't like so much. One is speak in front of people, and second is to listen to myself. And in this moment, that's why is when, because of I didn't hear what I said, and normally I don't do it.
And after the semi-final, the final was like a walk in the park, wasn't it?
Yeah, we thought. We thought that that after that game, and we took out all the pressure and the bad things. We knew also that the final against Larvik was our game. You know, after these bad moments, we learned from this experience a lot, and we didn't let, not in Larvik, not in Veszprém, that happen again.
And the second season was very similar. You won everything again. How was it? How easy was to repeat the successes of the previous year?
It was pretty nice, because if to do it one time during one season is very difficult, really difficult. You know, from many teams only one can do it, and also do it the 3 titles in a very strong competition like the Hungarian one was amazing. Repeat it again in the second year was even more. And do it also in a different system, not in the semi-final and final. It was in the Final Four. It was the first time we played a Final Four. And then we had to prepare also to play our best, but in different system, in the KO games, in the semi-final. So nothing before counts. You don't have a second chance in the home game. Just one game, and everything depends on one day. But again, the experience and the willing and the wishing of the player was extraordinary. And once we repeat the sensation and the feeling of the first one, we just wanted to repeat it again in a different context, in a different system, in a different hall, even much more people, almost double. And we got it again. So it was also amazing because of that. It was like to play a new and the first one, but it was our second.
And with these 2 Champions League titles, you made a lot, thousands of people's dreams come true. How did you feel about that, and what reactions do you get from the fans, from the people here in Europe?
That is one of the reasons because I am probably more proud that we, with our job, make happy a lot of people, you know, not only ourselves, also the others, and a full city, a country, and I know that also many people from from abroad really like Gir, you know, because they see and they are able to see on the field not only a winner team, just a team who's able to transmit emotions to the fans. It doesn't matter if you are from Gir or from Hungary, or you are Eto fans, or you are just a handball lover. They can appreciate this on the field and this spirit, the team spirit, you know, and this is very important for us, because it's not just about winning, it's not just about the results, it's just about through your profession, through your job, through your sports, you are able to transmit emotions and feelings to the others, to the people who watch the match or on live or through the TV, and this is something that make also everything greater, and of course it's a much pretty nice responsibility for us, for the team, every time we play.
And after these 2 very successful years, 2015 was not so successful. You lost the championships and you didn't achieve the Final Four in the Champions League. What did you learn from that season, and what would you do in a different way if you could?
I believe in the cycles of the teams or coaches' cycles. I really believe on that. And we thought that that was the moment after 2 successful years to change something on the team, keeping and remaining the important spine of the team, of the squad, but we need also to make some changes, thinking on the future, to try to keep the continuation as long as possible. And that was the year that we considered was the right one. But unfortunately, things happen. You cannot control everything. Some pregnancy and important players, for the most important players, we can say, and some injury also. I remember that we were able somehow to deal, to handle with the Gorbic and Lunde absence during the first part of the competition. We were leader of our group. I think we didn't lose any game in that moment in the Champions League. But after that came the injury of Duda and Grubisic, who was the one who we brought here because of Lunde. And then we play without, you know, it was the only year that we were without Amorim and Gorbic, Anita, that there are 2 players that from the very first moment since I am here stay here in the team, and they will be also next season in the team. It was the only 1 year they were not. It was the only 1 year that we lost or we didn't play the Final Four or the final. And also we lost the Hungarian League in that moment. But I am really proud of the team, of some part of the team, because we really fought a lot. I think, yeah, we in that moment with so many absences also, I remember what the bad luck we got with Susan Muller. Also was important player that we trust a lot, and we couldn't count with her almost all the year. So it was too many, but still we fought a lot, and we played some moments really good handball, but was not enough, and that make me think that it's not about just that everything can happen in every moment on the life, and you cannot control all of this, and this is probably the most interesting and things of the life, of the job, that you in every moment the life can change for good or for bad.
As you have mentioned, in this season you had a lot of difficulties, and you had also difficulties in the next seasons, especially because the injuries. How could you handle these situations when you had to put players to different positions and for example, a right-handed player had to play on the right side or something like that? How could you handle these difficulties?
This is not a problem to put a right-hand player in the right-back position, because if you have a very good wing, also a very good player who can play in all positions, that this is not a problem. What I really want every time we transfer a player is that this player can play in all positions, not a specialist player. So you are a shooter, or you are an assistant player, or you are a fast break player, or no. What I like is to bring players who are able to play in all positions and are complete players. And if we don't have it, of course, one of my roles as a coach is to build this aptitude on the players, on the team. So in this meaning, the category, the level of the player that every time we transfer is very high. And this makes me also this role easier. And also chameleonic aptitude that this team has to camouflage and to hide our weakness and be able to show every time our power. And also is incredible our capacity to make clear the weakness of the opponents and try to play with this mental power. You know, it's not only about the physical, it's not only about the technique of the tactic, it's also this fighting, you know, on the mental way during important moment of the games or the competition. For me, this is something that I like a lot. Every morning I try to challenge my team on the training and try to make them be, of course, a better player in all conditions. I think we can say that that we got it during the whole year, and especially because of the players, you know, not only the aptitude, just the attitude also. They have both. They really want, and they really are able to do it.
I know you really wanted to try yourself as a head coach of the national team, and you were the co-captain in the side of Gábor Elek for a very short time. How was that time, and how did you like being the head coach of the Hungarian national team?
You know, in that moment, I remember that we had to play the quarterfinal against Ferencváros, and everybody came to me and said, "Hey, come on, you cannot go, because then they will know how we play. And if you go, please don't teach them how we do the defense," and so on and so on. Everybody was afraid about that. I said, "Come on, it's not a problem." They asked me, the federation asked me for a help, and this is the minimum I can do in a country that gave me so much in the previous year, you know, and also with some of my players. And to do it with our rival, Ferencváros, I think it's the first time that the most important team in a country and also opposite team, total rivalry between them, come together in the position of the head coach, and not only players, because this is national team, to play and to fight for the same goal. This is the national team. And do it a foreigner and a Hungarian one. Our connection was not fluently because he not speak English and I didn't speak Hungarian. But we did it. And I can say that I got from that moment a lot of nice moment and experience, and was a great time together with Gabor and the people of the staff. So I really have also good memories about that.
This co-working with Gabor Elek changed your connection between each other, because after that it seems that you were like the best friends.
Yeah, we cannot say about friendship, but our relation was not only respect like before, was even more than this. I learned many things from him, you know, his philosophy, and I think in both cases I saw also like Ferencváros change many things in their style of playing, especially in defense. And so somehow both learn from each other, and in the personal way also was a bit more higher and deeper our connection than before. I am proud. I am happy and proud about this moment, and after we are able to keep this connection and this relationship. Even after every game we play against.
Let's go back to the club. In the last 2 years, you worked with the biggest stars in the women's handball. How difficult was to put them together as a team? And how much did you talk to them in face-to-face, personally, in one-to-one with the biggest stars?
Not difficult. I don't see any difficulties, because the player who was here from the beginning, let's say Gorbic, Amorin, Heidi, Bodes, and so on, we knew from each other since the very first moment. So I didn't met them as a star. I don't have this feeling once I speak with them and I am with them. They don't think that they are a star. They don't act like a star. They are, but they don't act like a star. They are normal person and fantastic players. And the player who come with this, let's say, a star mark from abroad, and come from new to the team, is the same. They know that they are leaders, or they were leaders in their former team, but once they are here, they have to adapt to a team who is a winner team, even higher than they are, you know, and also the personal connection with them, that is the most important. There is no any information that you are speaking about with some special one or difficult one. They are normal person, and maybe is the point of view from outside that people from outside think that because they are really good and they win everything as a player and they are fantastic CV. But once you are in front of them and speak with them, they are total normal one. So there was not difficulties in this meaning, and I believe in the communication. And also one of our rules or way of living or together is that if we have some problems, because we will have problems, the same than in the family, and this is clear, and I can tell you that I got problem with everybody here, but I believe in the communication, and I believe in the solution, and I believe that we are playing in a team, and I believe that the most important is the team, and I really believe that we got that all players around and all people around put her egos outside and add their capacities for the wellness of the team. So they are not only great players, they are also great people.
And you had to make a very hard decision when you had to put Gerbe to the left wing. How difficult was to make this decision, because she is, and most probably she will always be, the biggest star here in Győr.
She is still the leader. Yeah, but not only on the field. I mean, whatever she say, everybody listen. Because she is not a player who speaks too much, but if she speaks, it's because something is important to be listened. And of course, I will listen what she say, because she knows exactly what is to lose finals and Champions League and so on, and she knows also what was important for winning, and also Champions League and important titles. She knows all phases of the sport, and she knows also that the most important is the team. And she alone realized, and even when I know that was not difficult, and we got some problem, especially for me it was a big trouble to say her, hey, come on, we will try you in the wing position, because we got some problems there in the previous years, and we also knew that she can do it fantastic over there. And after some moment that I consider normal, that she was a bit sad, and I totally understood her. The most amazing thing was that she became an important player in the last 2 Champions League titles as a wing. And not only as a wing, scoring decisive and important and playing an important role, is that she really believed that from there she was able to make and to build the same game that she used to do it from the center. So she was able to play show handball, amazing handball, doing things that only men and very good men are able to do it from the wing. So I am really happy about that, and I really believe that she deserved 2 years ago to be the MVP of the Final Four, because she became a very important on our team, on the field and outside the field.
In this last season, you again won everything, but we knew in the second half of the season that you are going to leave. I think for everyone it was like a shock when, in a boring February day, we've heard that Ambros Martin leave this team. What was the background of this decision, and how did he make this decision? From the outside, it seems like a very, very sudden decision.
No, of course it was not sudden. You know, it's me, my way of thinking, my way of being. Probably when I was, since I am very young, I left my hometown, my island, and moved alone to some other island when I was 17, and I have to find my life alone. And this made me probably be really independent, and also make me be that to find, after some years, difference in my life. I need challenge. I need to find and discover different worlds, let's say. Even when the handball is the motif of my life, I like this type of adventure. As I told you, I was able to move from Lanzarote to Tenerife, from Tenerife to Gran Canaria, every time alone. Left everything, family, friends, everything, you know, in my life, and tried to build a new life in some other. And after I moved to Spain, also alone, and also finding something in my life, personal and professional. In the professional, even when here is impossible to find some other place, I don't think, and this is something that everybody knows, I also know that to reach more than we already reach as a team is impossible. There is nothing else. We can play better, of course, and I think this team is able, or next team will be able to play better and amazing handball. But I need somehow different challenge. I don't like to be conformist, complacent with the life that I have here. It's really comfortable. I feel really good here, but I don't like the comfortable life. I like challenge. There was also during this period or some belief that I have that I just work or do the trainings thinking or believing that that I just believe in the job, in the training, and not in the results. And I realized that here around many people is just expecting about the results. And don't care if you play good, if you play bad, don't care if you train good or not, just the result. The result is the only thing is worth. And I don't believe in that, you know, and I believe in the daily training and in the hard work and in the spirit of the team. For me, when the club told me I have to make the decision, I said them, sorry, I'm not prepared right now. Because we agreed before that we have to do it after the main round. Because we were waiting for, or the club was waiting for the results, you know. And I said in that moment, because something happened in some Romanian media, they said that, I already signed with Rostov. The club knew that was not true. They knew that I got an offer, but many times ago from Rostov. But my priority, my only thinking was year and try to do a good main round. And because of that, I don't know, people got stressed and nervous and forced me to say this decision in that moment, not in my house, not in our locker room, just in Budapest after a game. And I said, I am not prepared. Sorry, I am not prepared. I understand you, but I am not prepared to give you an answer. Not on the yes, not on the no. But I had to do it in that moment, and it was really tough for me, because I can tell you that also now, I cannot say no to these players. I cannot say no to these fans and this atmosphere here. Never in my life. But of course, because I have some beliefs, I can say no to some things that I think is not nice or not good, or I have different point of view. And this was probably the things.
After this season, you were facing with the love and enthusiasm of the fans and this city towards you. How was to meet the fans for the last time?
I don't like this word, last time. I am pretty sure that we will meet each other again. I don't like to say goodbye because I think in this world, this small world, we can see each other for sure. So maybe as a head coach of Eto, yes, but all memories, all the emotions and feelings that we share each other during the last 6 years, it's impossible to say goodbye. So I really appreciate their love, their respect, and I also know that they felt my respect, my love towards them. But from the very first moment, and for me, they have to know, and they already know that to coach here in Eto in front of them as our fans was not only a very big motivation. Every game we play, doesn't matter here or away, was also clear that I became much better coach because of them. Not only because of my player, that they push me a lot every training and every year. It's always because our fans, they make me force myself towards them to be the coach that they really want, the coach of a winner team.
You worked together with Gábor Danyi for 6 years, and he's going to be the new head coach. How will it be to meet as an opponent, most probably in the next Champions League season, and what do you think about this decision that he's going to be the leader of the team?
I think if somebody knows the players and the team and the club and everything here is Gábor. Yeah, he is the one who knows better everything here, knows this. And also he knows what the player likes and the systems and that can be good and so on for these type of players. So in this meaning there is not any question about nothing. And I am really happy that he made this decision. It's not easy. So it's not easy to say yes, I really want to coach the main coach after 6 or I don't know how many years before. And I appreciate his brave to do that. And I really want that everything goes well. He knows that he will have the support of the team, of the fans, of the club, of me if he needed for sure. But I think he can do a good job, yeah. Even better because sometimes it's very important also the team have a new face, a new way of thinking, new way of saying everything, new everything, and in this meaning also it could be great for the team that a new coach is coming.
And what are your plans and what do we expect from your work in Rostov?
Normally, I don't think about the future. I don't expect so many things. The same happen if you ask me, because some of your colleagues also ask me before in the previous interviews, did you expect to get everything that you got here? I said no, because I don't expect nothing. I didn't expect nothing before came here, and now I don't expect nothing before I go to Rostov. I just live the moment and the present day. I don't know what is happening tomorrow. I know myself and I know what I want. I know also how to get it, but I don't know anything about this new atmosphere. That's why I choose Rostov, you know, a totally different atmosphere and condition that I used to. And it makes me also feel more challenged to do that. But I have to wait the moment and to meet with everybody there and to check how it's everything over there. And after that, of course, we knew that we will have in front a very hard work because of Eto and Bucharest and so many good teams in this, but I think also they really want to do something great, and that's why also I will join them.